Hi guys, and welcome to a video that it's probably a bit sooner than I thought I would put one out. I'm not properly sort of back, but I just wanted to, share this part as well because this is part of the part. In other words, sorry, autism here, make up my own worldy language. What I mean is my experience I'm going through right now is part of my diary life, right? So why not share? So, when things just sometimes fall into place in one area, even though all of our lives are full of many different pockets of action that's going on, right? We're always part of something that's action. And now that I've had one thing fall into place, it's kind of made just like a very quick reflection flash across me of understanding of where I've been at. And so that's why I feel like I'm back sooner, having, even though I'm not back, but I will be soon. But I'm clearer on what it is I have to explain. I have the words now. Because with alexithymia, which is common with autism, where especially us chicks, we have emotions and we don't know what they are. We don't know the name of them. And if you don't know the name of them, how can you resolve them? So I have that problem. And so sometimes it takes a long time to work out what is wrong with me, for me and for people around me. Anyway, I've worked it out because of this one piece falling into line. I now can see what's been weighing heavy on my shoulders, my heart, literally my heart, and just my back of my mind, And, that's on top of being a mum. Mums never get to switch off that part of their brain, guys, no matter how old your children are, okay? So children remember that. Adult children remember that. But basically, it's like we basically approached, a lot of legal consultation and are getting somewhere. And it just takes that burden off of having to, enter into the wrong pathways and flapping in the wind on your own. Is that the right term? If I mixed up two of those, whatever you whatchamacallits, I don't care, I'm autistic. Just make it make sense in your own head. That's your job of your own cognition. Geez, I'm rather bitchy, aren't I? Anyway, do you like my t-shirt dress that I'm sporting today? Yes, this is from Shein, and it even has pockets. Yes, it does. Bang, bang. Okay, it has pockets, okay? And it's a t-shirt dress, and it's super cute. Anyway, I like the colour. It's not my normal colour. As you probably know, I'm a pink person. Anyway, it's not about the outfit of the day, but sometimes it is, because I'm a chick, as in I'm feminine energy. I don't know. So basically, now that that's happened, because now that I look back, what I was going through before, feeling like I have that backup of like someone going, oh my goodness, like, yes, we see your struggle, we see this failing, and we see this negligence, and we have an appointment next week in the office, in the law offices, the big offices in the city and stuff, the real impressionable places that you walk in and you walk in and you feel like you just, you've got your life together, and you walk in and you go, oh, I'm intimidated. I feel very intimidated. Anyway, I don't really anymore, but that's how I used to see it when I was young and in the movies. Anyway, that's good news. But I'm not going to really focus much on that because, you know, a person that's like trying to fight a fair fight, they don't give out their cards. So I'm going to talk less and less about it, but please know that any mood you might see in me or any unavailability you might see in me, just know that I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting the good fight, the hard fight. I am fighting the beast. And just know that. Just know that it is nothing personal to the channel, to the people, to, I don't know, there's nothing else in my life that's causing this. So just know that. I have been carrying the imagery of if I didn't get assistance and support, like, you know, all of us deserve and need for all sorts of reasons. I was picturing dying in a hallway of a hospital, with hearing for what would be the 5,000th time my partner, sir, arguing with a hospital professional because they're not doing enough, and me slowly dying. That was my fear for myself, for my partner, for my children. And then also leaving this world, wondering, are my children going to suffer the same fate? Are my grandchildren going to suffer the same fate? This is genetic. 50% genetic. 10% pass down rate to grandchildren, regardless whether your children have it or not. Every organ of my body is at risk, regardless of symptoms. And I have a lot of symptoms. I have an OT concerned, a nurse practitioner concerned, a doctor concerned. When I was in my hospital stay, many of the nurses, including the senior nurses particularly, even I watched a, what are they called? A neurophysiologist who basically did my EEG, very concerned. And particularly because of, I have a few rare things as well, dystonia, Tourette's. They are neurological, and they are rare. And I know that you might find this hard to hear too, because epilepsy is fairly, it's not common, but it's like everyone knows of it, right? Did you know that not every neurologist is an epidemiologist, meaning there's many neurologists that don't know anything more than a general doctor about seizures. That's huge, guys. We give these people too much credit. I will say that. Every doctor and specialist is in their own merit, based on their experience, based on what they've done, based on what areas they've worked in. And I think that we forget that in Australia because it's Medicare, and it's just, here you go, trust this doctor. Those days are gone. Anyway, that's also not the point of this video. That's just me sharing wisdom that I've learnt in my long journey. But basically, that weight has been weighing on me. That is what has been making me, I've literally been suffering PTSD for a while in the medical sense. So going to sleep at night, picturing my partner begging for medical care while, like I said, being in a hospital hallway dying. and how that would be for him, let alone my children and grandchildren, etc. Just the absolute fear of these tyrants is what they are to me. The egotisticalness of not understanding 22q has been taken out on me. The late diagnosis concerns, which they have made go the direction that they very much didn't want it to go on purpose. I don't get it. They were ready for me to rebuttal the fact that I was late diagnosed, yet I did not rebuttal. All I expected was just an apology. To just say, you know what, I'm sorry I was sexist, misogynistic, gave you like all these diagnoses, some of them wrong, and didn't really go further testing and to find this out sooner. That's all I wanted. And then treatment of the best kind, you know, actually going out there and trying to do their best instead of just going, this 22q thing's not really my problem. You know, we just put patients like you out to pasture. So referring to me as an animal, basically, on a farm. If that's not Orwellian, I don't know what is. And I hope one day in my journey that there's one narrative I can change. And that's healthcare needs to be equal. It shouldn't matter who you are, how much money you have. Everyone deserves to be treated with dignity and respect and with the best medical care that that country can give. And I really hope that I can teach all of these women to defend themselves and say, no, don't speak to me like that. Don't treat me like this. Don't tell me that I'm just being anxious and it's not a heart problem that could be going on. Don't gaslight me. Don't treat me like I'm stupid. Because trust me, when you have a rare syndrome, there's one thing that rare syndrome communities, we all know, don't we? We know our syndrome more than you. We are the specialist of our syndromes. We have to be, because you don't know anything. And that can result in death. We have no choice. So I've been carrying this huge weight because legally, disgustingly enough, amazingly enough, that if I didn't fight knowing my worth, and you should know your worth too, so please, this is a lesson, this is an encouragement to do what I'm doing. You are worthy. Doesn't matter if you're rare. You are their problem. It is not okay to say, well, sorry, we just don't have a 22q specialist. Sorry, not sorry. You're just not going to get medical care. That's not okay. And it's your right to defend that and say, excuse me, no, that's not going to sit. We're going to talk more about this. And like I've had to do to the ends of the earth, it doesn't matter what I have to do, I'll get there. So women, speak up. Every consult you go to, I don't care how small the gaslight is, it can be the difference between a late diagnosis and life and death. Don't ever mess with it. If you know that someone is getting you wrong and it's medical care, you don't even know half the time yourself. I never imagined that I would have a rare syndrome that's killing me. I thought I had a chronic illness. something that's shocking and horrible and traumatic and just disgusting and annoying and poor quality of life, that was bad enough. I never imagined in my life that I'll one day have to fight these people, not just for healthcare, not just for, being dealt with just because it's chronic illness. No, I didn't realize that I'd be fighting for my life, because they think that it's like, but your prognosis is just so low. It's like, most of you just die, so just die. I never imagined that 2 years ago in April, that's basically the fate that was dealt to me. Oh, we know what's wrong with you now. And the hope that I had ever since then, that faded about a year ago. With every punch of, you get to the point where you go, I've educated them. I've shown them again and again. My geneticist has written to them and spoken to them 3 times. It's purposeful. Guys, just because someone is a medical practitioner, it doesn't mean they care. It doesn't mean they're a good person. And that's just life. It's not right. It's not fair. But unless you know the system for yourself as the patient, and you know your rights, and I urge you to make sure you do, this can get fobbed off as this is your problem, your rare syndrome. We don't know what to do. We aren't responsible for you. That's incorrect. I've got more than 10 human rights breaches to prove that. And it's not their decision to decide when it's my time to just let my body pack in. No, that's my decision. Just like a cancer patient that wants to try one more round of chemo and the doctor says, well, it's your choice. It's the same thing with this. It's my choice. And what I hope out of this is that it encourages people, especially with rare syndromes, to expect more from your practitioners, each and every one of them, to know about your syndrome, to also get through to the health system that you can't just not offer us medical care because we're rare. So it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. And I know that people are like, grateful that their children have it. Guys, be careful. Because I was a child too. And one thing that we learnt through the 22Q conference in Perth in 2020, I think it was 3 or 4, early 4 or late 3, was basically this. No, mid 2023, I think. All those parents are struggling in the adult system because there is no adult specialist in Western Australia for 22Q. And because of that, we don't get medical care for our syndrome, which means death, injury, harm, poor quality of life, those things. Now, this is age dependent. I'm 50, so I'm in the category of stats for 22Q that says red flash of alarm, alarm, keep an eye, keep an eye, keep an eye. I'm in the red zone. I'm not in the green, I'm not in the amber, I'm in the red zone. And no one knows. It's like a ticking time bomb. But more could be done. Let's just put it that way. Hence why you know the direction I'm going. But these people don't value my life. But I tell you what, I do. And I know that people that love me do. So I'm not going to just give up. But until I got that reassurance and back up today of just knowing someone's going to have your back, knowing someone's going to work through this with you, changes everything for me. And where this goes, I don't know. And there's always going to be that concern in the back of my mind that if it doesn't go the right way, that I won't die of 22q. I'll die of medical neglect in a first world country. So that's the strategy, guys. And the sad thing is, there's actually people that actually think that that's what I deserve. There are people that think that I'm a waste of taxpayer money. And people like me should just be let to go. So that is a reality that I face. And I know that some of you people out there that have a heart think that that's like disgusting and unbelievable. But it's true. There are people that are like, I'm not even going to go there, but there are people that think we should just be gone. Like, we don't deserve saving. Which means we'd be all be on the streets, just like in certain countries that don't support people with disability. You end up on the street. But there are people in my country that believe that that's, so be it. And that's what I face. I face that discrimination, and it has actually been said to my face. So you will be surprised what Australian disabled people have to actually hear. I just never thought that would be an Australian thing I'd ever hear. But as someone who has had a deteriorating disability, I've seen it firsthand towards me. And when I look back historically, for a long time, really, I've never been accepted because of my disability. I don't work enough. I don't act the right way. Whatever. So to anyone out there that just gets bullied, I just want you to know this. You're not alone. And you have to create your own world. And it's a beautiful place when you do that. And there's beautiful people you meet when you only accept good. And that's what you deserve. Because I'm 50. I still get bullied. And that'll never stop. So I could live longer than my diagnosis, but I'll still get bullied because I have autism. And sometimes I say the wrong thing, might do the wrong thing, be weird to people, and they think, why is she weird? You know, like I just have quirks that people will see when they're around me long enough. And basically, to my peers, to peers that don't know me historically, they don't think that's cool. And they laugh at me. I'll go shopping, I'll get all excited about something, and I'll forget that I'm in public, and I don't really care. That's why I let myself go. But there is moments where not each day it happens, but just every few months or so, you just reflect and you go, you know what, I'm just sick of this. Sick of being laughed at. So you do have those moments where that goes through your head because it's like, there's something wrong with me. I know others think there is, but I think there's something wrong with them. And I think I would call it rigid disorder, where, you know, they're just not like go with the flow kind of people. They're rigid, right? Everything has to be this way. And look, I get that because I like rules. I love rules. I love etiquette. I love knowing what's what. But there's those people that are so serious. I mean, I know it through my YouTube channel. I do something that's really just a joke. And the comments that people say are so serious. And I'm like, it was a joke. Like, literally. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, that was a joke. I really don't care what that person was thinking. I was just pointing it out to make people that do get hurt by those things feel better. And that's why I say these things. So that's why sometimes people, when they write comments, they're like, oh, don't worry about it, you know, blah, blah, blah. Guys, sometimes I say it because I think it, but I don't get affected by it. But I talk to you guys about it because there's some of you out there that, like I used to when I was young, I used to get affected by it. So I like to share that because I think that just because I have a fleeting feeling of it, it doesn't affect me and stick around. For the people who it sticks around for, which I've been there before, long time ago, but been there, I might be helping someone on that. And that's just how I see it, because autism and bullying goes hand in hand, especially for women. And the older you get, the more your peers just go like this above and you're still down here. And yeah, things change. Things stop being so cool, you know, because you're not, you know, when you're 20 and 30, it's just, it's funny and it's quirky and it's cool because you're young. But then when you grow up and they get all serious, that's why I do better with non-serious people. Including I seek it when I have, because I have to deal with so much medical crap. And you know, medical professionals always are serious. They're sorry serious. So I look for the ones that aren't so serious. And even the ones I work with that are serious, I poke until I find the non-serious. Sometimes I don't find anything that is serious. But luckily, you know, I've got a GP that's just not serious. Love that. Need that. Need someone that's just like, in a funny way. And I have a neuropsych that's kind of like, I poke her and she ends up having jokes with me, so got her. But yeah, like some people are just, I'm allergic to serious. Like, I can't do it for very long. I have to shake it off. That's why you see me do things on TikTok that might look really crazy and weird and dramatic, because I'm just letting out this energy, right? That's all it is. So just take everything I do with a pinch of salt, because an autistic female has so many emotions that are fleeting. They just flow by, okay? And the older you get, you just go with the flow, right? I think when you're younger, you're like more rigid and you're like, no, hang on, no. Today's messed up. because that didn't happen today, the whole day's ruined. Now that still happens to me, but less now. More often now I can be like, oh, for 2 hours, that was supposed to happen. And Sue will be like, yeah, but it's not. So now I have to make different plans. No, but that was supposed to happen. I'm so annoyed, and I want to talk about how annoyed I am about it for hours. And he'll be like, if we keep talking about how annoyed we are by it, like it's really starting to annoy me now. And I'm like, well, now you're just really annoying me. And so anyway, then we end up getting into an argument, and it's like, okay, let's just do something fun. And he's like, yeah, let's do something fun. And I'll go, yeah, let's do something fun. Because you know what? I'm just going to bang my head against a brick wall soon because I'm just done. So, seriousness. Get rid of it out of your life. If it's too late for Lent, but you know what? Maybe my intolerance I gave up for Lent failed at that. Failed at the intolerance thing. Still want more animals. Just, I still need it, okay? The people thing is hard for me, okay? It's hard. I don't hate people, guys. Don't think that. But I'm finding it hard, okay? Like, everything's so serious, especially when it's legal. So serious. So serious. And I'm like, oh, and it's just like, and I'm just like, yeah, but this, and it's justice, and justice, and it's the principle. It's the principle. And that's the thing. I'm going to be lecturing when I win. I'm going to be lecturing. That's what I'm looking forward to. I just want to, I want to win to live. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, I want to win so I can lecture. So I can say, see, I was right. And because I'm right, now I'm going to change the whole world in this area. Watch me. I'll wait. Watch me. I will make a change. Anyway, what was I talking about just a second ago? Far out. So yeah, anyway. I don't like being serious. I'm struggling to be serious. It's very, very difficult. And so, I don't even know where that advice came from to not be serious, but that is my advice to even non-autistic people, just or people that watch me. Chill. I am just a pinch of salt person, okay? I am as chill as chill as chill. It's even in my 23andMe DNA. I got the chill pill. I did. I got the chill gene. Okay? Yep. Something could just blow up and I'll just laugh. And they'll say, where's the fire extinguisher? Why are you not putting the fire out? Because it's funny. Like, that was pretty impressive. I want it to happen again because that was impressive. That's not safe, by the way. That's not a good idea. That doesn't mean that I'm functioning very well right now. We all know. No, you guys don't know that. But anyway, my reports are knowing that. Unfortunately. And then when many people say, well, you're done for. Okay, so just, my advice is try and like fudge the test. Don't do what I did and just, I'm just going to be honest. Okay, now everybody knows that I can't function. It's out. It's out there. Can't take it back. I'm done. Okay? Supervision on me. I can't get away with anything. Except for my gastroparesis dietitian said I could eat as much chocolate as I want. There's that. Look it up. It's a fact. It's a fact. I can eat whatever makes my body weight the right body weight. Winning, it's just the pros of having gastroparesis and foreign body rejection of the tubing, etc. Winning. Ice cream sandwiches are my addiction at the moment. It's my crack cocaine. So what was my last crack cocaine, guys? Let's not talk about the Anzac biscuits. Anzac Day is April. Let's not even talk about the Anzac biscuits. I ate them. They were Sirs. I pretty much ate the whole thing. Like, I think I left him out of 12 cookies, 2.5, maybe. Anyway, personally, I think it was a baker's dozen and there was one extra one. That's what I say to make my guilt less anyway. But I shouldn't be eating that. Because gastroparesis and oats shouldn't be. Anyway. So, I'm very grateful that something that is, guys, in medical care and getting someone to listen to your story, as you saw with the video, is huge. I don't even have the words. I feel like, is this my first chance in 30 years to say, you missed this. You ruined my family. You made our lives hell. I was sick. It wasn't in my head. For 30 years. I raised a family. I studied. I worked. No government assistance. Lied to by the medical profession. And they just didn't even want to say sorry. I don't know how we did it. But we did. Despite them. And I'm proud of us. But unfortunately, this is just not something we can ignore anymore.
This is your Google nurse. Dyan, take your sleeping tablets.
So, just can't be ignored anymore. This is the phase we're at. I urgently need medical care. If I want to live a lot longer, that's just essential. I have to fight for that. Now look, it's been hard. If I was fighting just for myself, I just would have given up. But when you've got someone fighting for you, you look at them and you're like, I can't give up for them. And I think of my children, I can't give up for them. And I think of my grandchildren, I can't give up for them. I have to fight. I have to be brave. And this might be my time to get justice for myself. And it's the principle. And it's about getting access to medical care. It's about having quality of life, quantity of life. And then, boy, am I going to use it to make sure that this doesn't happen to other people. Because if I can do it, anybody can do it. But then again, Sir's pretty amazing. This isn't me doing it. It is 110% Sir, not me. If this was up to me, I would have had a heart attack or stroke and I would be gone. I would have had a seizure. I would be gone. just know I'd be here. I wouldn't be here. I'd be gone. So I'm anxious about the meeting that Sir's going to next week, but it's all happening very fast, which is an interesting sign. We've had many callbacks as well, just total due to unavailability, due to certain lawyers no longer working for the firm or just being booked out. So all good signs, guys. It's just all falling into place, and that's what both of us deserve, Sir and I, because this is, guys, this is we could call it a 50-year-old battle for me, but for us, a 34-year-old battle for my healthcare. So it's huge. We can go back 3 years, yeah, but it also, to us, this incorporates our voice for 34 years. And if any of you are disabled, we self-managed until 6 years ago. No help from the government, no NDIS, no supports, no nothing. I deserve medical care. Sorry. Everyone does, but I'm just saying, we pride ourselves on doing it for ourselves, and it disgusts me that when you're left with no option medically but to need the system, it should step up for you. And just because you're rare, there's no excuse. So please defend your loved ones and yourself in medical care in Australia, particularly right now, because just because someone is a doctor, it doesn't mean they're a good person. It's just a sad fact. Really. Sad fact of life. So, I'm still not well, but that has healed my heart. Gee, I wish it would heal it properly. But you know what I mean. It's taken a load off my shoulders, Sir's shoulders, and there's still more admin to be done, of course, but in a positive direction, in a fast direction, in a supported, guided direction. And my art exhibition. I'm nervous. We have our Channel 7 TV presenter opening it up. I have a professor of scientific, neurology, science, a neurology scientist turning up to open the art exhibition. Guys, it's just, wish me luck. If, I don't talk much more about it until then. It will be filmed and it will be shown and you will see. And I'm terrified. I don't like being center of attention, and I know that's weird being a vlogger, but this is a camera, okay? This is not a room full of people staring at me with their eyeballs. So I have to do a lot of masking as an autistic. So that's going to be fun. can't wear sunglasses inside to kind of soften the blow of people looking at me in my eyeballs. Anyway, I will use my previous tactics of survival in the world that is forever trying to not accept me. Don't let it change your autistics. But basically, yes, don't like being center of attention. But I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it, and I'm nervous because it's people. But most of them I know, so that's really nice. But that doesn't make it any easier. I'm autistic. But yeah. So there's some good things happening as well, which is wonderful because it's not only just living, which is what I've so needed to do for years. It is just such a wonderful distraction from something that I'm going through that's hard. So yeah, the TV presenter is Tina Alteri. I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry, but like pretty lovely lady, so should be cool. Anyway, that's coming up on the 1st of April. And March is going fast. I feel like it's going fast on purpose, just to make me more nervous. I'm really scared. So anyway, I'll see you in videos soon, guys. I'll be resting up as much as possible. And of course, for that event, I need to save up so many spoons, it's not funny. I mean, I'm going to need like, if I can borrow your cutlery drawer for spoons, that'll be great. Many as possible. My way. But I need that for the 1st of April. Please wish me to be having a at least good day, low pain day, and just yeah. So yeah, I'll be back when I can. Okay, just know that this is not me wanting to be away from you guys. It is purely just health, purely just the battle of my body trying to function. So yeah, see you soon. Bye.